Very good morning, students. So today's topic is redundancy. Okay. So what are redundancies? Sometimes when we talk, when we write, the extra words for the similar meaning. For example, return back. So we can just simply use return, but sometimes, we say return back, merge together. So one word is more than sufficient. Why using more words which conveys the similar meaning? So quickly we'll move ahead. What is redundancy? Redundancy is when we use two or more words together that mean the same thing. For example, I gave, merged enough or adequate enough. Adequate itself is enough. Okay. So why we are using two words? Okay. So in order to bring more clarity or to be more concise, we can use one word which signifies the similar meaning. So we should avoid redundancy. That is nothing but repetition of similar meaning of a word. Okay. So what are redundancies in spoken and written communication? Sometimes when we speak also, I told you, when we write also, we have to reduce redundancy. That is nothing but repetition. Redundancy refers to the use of unnecessary words or phrases. Sometimes we use more words or phrases when the meaning is already conveyed. Okay. Redundancy should be avoided for clarity and brevity in communication. So to be more concise, to give a more clear picture, we should not use more words or similar meaning words. Okay. Eliminating redundancy is all about putting forth your point in few words as possible. So instead of beating around the bush, you have to directly come to the context, and instead of using, similar meanings or, repeating the same old phrase, instead of using 4 to 5 words, we have to substitute with one single word, which also reduces or gives a clear-cut meaning. Okay. Now come some common examples which I've given is, instead of just saying small, we say small in size. Small itself is, signifying the size. Crisis situation. So instead of just saying crisis, again, why should we go ahead with crisis situation? What is the end result? We say result itself is end. So instead of using just one word outcome, we say end result. So we should avoid such repetition of words which have similar meaning. Okay. Now there are some, examples which I gave you, for example, adjectives. To, highlight the degrees of intensity, we use, adjectives. For example, you can see this thing I gave you. The drawing was absolutely perfect. So perfect itself is, high. What do you mean by absolutely perfect? So reduce such words. The same way, some acronyms which we, spell the words, spell the last word. Acronym, it's nothing but, ATM. But we are so habituated, we say ATM machine, PAN number. Where is your PAN number? So PAN, N is nothing but stands for number. So we should reduce using, giving the word for the last acronym also. So it's only PAN, it is only ATM. Okay. So you have to reduce such redundancies also. Next, there are certain words which I told you, you can see quickly with this example. To understand this point better, refer back to the lecture. Okay. So we can just say refer to the lecture notes. What do you mean by refer back? Back itself is going back or referring back. So don't use two words, refer back, okay, return back. All these are using too many words with a similar meaning. Next, the two entities were merged together. Merged itself is together. Why should you use two words merged together? So use merged to form a big corporation. Okay. So quickly we'll go ahead with more examples. In the earlier days, there was a consensus of opinion that the earth was flat. So students, tell me, identify the extra words which have been used in this sentence. Yes, correct. I gave you in the brackets there. In the earlier days, there was a consensus that earth was flat. Consensus is nothing but an agreement or an opinion. They came to an opinion. Okay. So instead of using two, we can just go with one. Foreign import during. Foreign imports. So you can just go with one word. Imports during the financial year 2017-2018 reduced considerably. No need to say foreign and imports. In foreign countries only we start importing things. Okay. It is better that assessments are postponed until later. You can stop the sentence with, postpone. No need to add again until later. So reduce redundancy. Next, the phone is a better choice because it has RAM memory. RAM itself is memory. Why should we say RAM memory? RAM. M stands for memory. So reduce such redundancies in acronyms. Okay. I hope you understood this particular session. The next session will go ahead with more examples, so you'll have a good practice in redundancies. Thank you. Have a good day.